Hey folks, a little over 2 weeks ago I talked about some interesting secrets found in Tears of the Kingdom. You lovely folks seem to enjoy that, so today I'm back with another Secrets of Hyrule video and I've gathered up not only 5 more secrets, but 5 big secrets found in Tears of the Kingdom. From pieces of information obtained through specific side quests to environmental details that could contain a lot more than meets the eye. And I must say now, this video does contain some spoilers such as a hefty reward, the identity of a mysterious figure, some lore, and general spoilery stuff. Don't worry about it. I absolutely understand if you want to stay spoiler free and come back to this video later on. That's all good. If you're staying, then get prepared for your favourite Scottish Zelda tuber to make awful jokes whilst trying to be a Zelda tuber. If you're new here and up for making my day, then subscribing to the channel for more fabulous Zelda content would be much appreciated. With that said, let's get ourselves ready for some Zelda secrets. Be sure to go and grab yourself a snack or drink and send them in via the good old social media all linked below to get featured right here. And let's get into this one. Starting off in the eerie and dark depths of Hyrule, you can find these shadowy phantom figures atop rock formations, and whilst just appearing as nothing more than a game mechanic to provide the player with a pristine, undamaged weapon, these ghostly boys might hold a darker secret behind them. So if you pay attention to the details here, you might have already noticed that these figures appear in the shape of knights, evident by the soldier's helmet outlined up here. They also offer us weapons, something that soldiers would indeed carry with them. In a recent video, I briefly went into these statue figures with the plans to dive a bit deeper eventually, and thanks to comments from you lovely folks, I actually learned a cool little secret about these phantoms, which adds to the lore significantly. I had said that I believe all of these spiritual figures are souls that died in the Great Calamity over 100 years ago, and this is them offering their weapons to aid the hero in avenging them. Now, the comments added to this is that if we ever find one of these memorial stones left by Princess Zelda across the kingdom, which pay respects to those lost during the calamity, directly below these in the depths, we can find 3 of these figures, lining up with the memorial stone above. It's a very cool secret which could signify these specific souls being able to rest in peace, or that they recognize Zelda's words from above. They're spiritual, shadowy outlines of soldiers, presenting weapons to Link that are untouched by Ganondorf's gloom. And now knowing this additional secret, I'm more than certain that these are in fact souls that were lost during the Great Calamity. The story of the Sky Islands is really fascinating. At first, and at face value, they just come off as a cool addition to this world to explore and traverse, along with providing some absolutely stunning sights. But there is an actual reason as to why these islands are here and up in the sky. For example, in Zelda's memories from being sent back in time, we can see that the Temple of Time is here on the surface, but now moved to the sky. Have you ever wondered why? Well, a very cool and substantial secret that can go easily missed if you don't investigate into a certain side quest is the information you could discover via the Legend of the Great Sky Island questline. This can be done after and only after you've completed the Water Temple, or it might be available as soon as you've obtained the Zora armor that allows you to swim up waterfalls. Either way, once you've done that, the top of the Temple of Time can be found glowing. Big slay. And atop here, we can find a construct who asks Link to take part in their ancient ceremony. In doing so, we can learn the history behind why these islands rose up in the first place. It's said that long ago, it was revealed that someday a hero would awaken at this very site, and be the key to defeating the now sealed Demon King. In their efforts to ensure that the hero would be safe upon waking up here, they raised the area into the sky to protect him from the Demon King, just in case things had already taken a turn for the worse by the time the hero awakened. I briefly touched on this in my 100 interesting bits of lore video, but felt like including it in this video as well due to how substantial a secret this is to the game's lore. I also learned a little more thanks to you lovely folks in the comments, and realised that the translations of these slates found across the sky also dip into this lore. So there you have it. If you ever wondered why this big cluster of islands exists, it was all part of a grand plan in the bigger picture, to keep Link safe when the time came. One of Breath of the Wild's biggest mysteries and secrets pending a potential reveal in its sequel was the 8th heroine statue. In the Gerudo Desert, 7 large statues stood tall and proud, with the mysterious 8th to their group found isolated in the highlands. A true visual representation of me and my social battery. Anyway, the connections and identities of these heroines have been theorised about heavily for a long time. Some suggest they represent the sages and or other holy beings of the Zelda universe. However, Tears of the Kingdom brilliantly sheds a decent amount of light on this mystery by revealing a very big secret. You can learn through the mysterious 8th questline. It's hefty but worthwhile, as at the end you'll discover the room of the 8th heroine statue, a secret room made to reward and honour the 8th heroine, with a stone slate revealing something massive. Reading this reveals to us the story of the 8th heroine. Long ago, 7 Gerudo Vi were caught in battle, and on the back foot. That's when a certain someone, the 8th heroine, who was a Hylian Vo, showed up. With the help of this 8th, the group triumphed and won the battle. Despite this gesture of bravery and support, the Hylian Vo was denied entry to Gerudo Town due to their law. To honour the Hylian Vo, he was thanked in this form and left a reward in this secret room. Despite everything he did to help, he was isolated. Now, it's not explicitly stated who this was, but it feels slightly implied to be Link. That could just be me wanting it to be Link, but we'll never truly know. This information in itself is a huge secret regarding this mystery, and revealing it alone was very cool to discover. Returning to the depths, this next secret actually stems from a very interesting comment one of you left recently. To go into the point made, across the entirety of the depths you can find these large gloom roots. They appear just like large tree roots, but flowing with gloom. Now, what was interestingly pointed out is that if you focus on the orientation of them, they apparently all point back towards the castle where Ganondorf is. Now, if you inspect the area that we actually find Ganondorf in, as we take in the moments before the final boss battle, you can see that Ganondorf is sitting atop a large cluster of these roots, all appearing to flow to him, as if these are sourcing a lot of his power and resurgence. This should all make sense as gloom sucks the life out of anything it touches, taking life and feeding it to the Demon King. I went to inspect for myself and was actually surprised to discover that these roots do actually point towards the castle. Mostly anyway. I did find the odd route that didn't really line up, but admittedly, those few could be part of larger routes I just couldn't find the end of. In terms of environmental details and secrets, this is such a fascinating secret to discover, and it really adds to the lore of Ganondorf and his time down here. These gloom roots are sucking life and feeding Ganondorf. Thank you so much for leaving your thoughts in this information. I learned this crazy cool secret thanks to your comment. The identity of the hero from 10,000 years ago was another spectacular mystery created with Breath of the Wild. An ancient tapestry depicts a battle from long ago where an ancient hero suiting green skin or armour with long red hair is seen battling a great evil resembling the typical Ganon design. Prior to Tears of the Kingdom releasing, the identity of this hero had been questioned heavily. It doesn't really match up with Link, as he isn't green all over. He does sometimes wear green armour, but not he himself is fully green. Nor does he have red hair. Well, in Tears of the Kingdom, the reward for completing all shrines actually reveals a rather big secret. You're rewarded with the ancient hero's aspect, a one-piece armour outfit that surrounds the wearer in the aura of the ancient hero. Link's appearance changes to this green, Zonai-heavy, red-headed figure, which matches up exactly with this figure on the ancient tapestry. What this appears to mean is that the ancient hero might have actually been Zonai, not Hylian as we would tend to assume when thinking about the hero. This secret is a lot of work to actually obtain for yourself, but once it's pieced together, it's really interesting to see how this lore developed. Welcome to the end of the video. If you've made it this far, then well done and thank you so much. What did you think of the secrets discussed today? Let me know down below in the comments, as well as any other cool secrets you've found in Tears of the Kingdom. I make these fabulous Zelda videos weekly, sometimes even more, and if you'd like to see more of them, then subscribing to the channel would be massively appreciated. Oh, and drop a wee like down below while you're at it. Thank you so much. A massive shout out goes to my channel supporters as you help to make these videos possible week in, week out, all month long, 365 days a year. Thanks a ton. With a very special shout out going to new supporter, Erica. Thank you so much. If you'd like to join them and get yourself a shout out upon joining, a cool badge next to your name in my comments sections, access to exclusive channel emotes, supporting the fabulous Zelda content, and of course as well as your name at the end of every video, then consider becoming a channel member. Thanks for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day or night, And until the next time, I've been Hyrule Gamer.